Yate, she Brian Parrish, Yinishe. Hello everyone, this is Brian Parrish and I'm very, very pleased and privileged to be coming to you today with some information update. It's been quite a while since our last video. I want to apologize to you for taking a long time to reach this point. We want you to know that we have been working every single day, day and night to try to figure out ways to get through this pandemic and get our properties all open again and get all of our team members back so we can start returning to the way things used to be, back to normalcy. Anyway, we have some very positive developments that are important to share with you. First of all, we had a very good conference call yesterday with President Nez and Vice President Leiser to talk about conditions and restrictions being eased so we could reopen. There's also new legislation that's being considered by Speaker Damon, and Chairman Rick Nez is the sponsor, and it will be reviewed starting tomorrow with two of the standing committees before it goes to Navajo committee on Thursday of this week, the 24th, and then the full council on Friday, the 25th. We're really hoping that that legislation plus the conversations we're having with President and Vice President, and then of course leadership working through all of these issues and coming up with solutions that are going to help everybody, that hopefully we'll be able to reopen very, very soon. We don't have a firm date yet on that, but we're further along in terms of improvement with control of the pandemic, percentage of vaccinations, the number of new cases being reported, all the public health metrics, not only on the Navajo Nation, but in the surrounding states, are looking very, very positive. So there's a lot of upside and a lot of opportunity to potentially get to either the green phase, where we're lifting restrictions even more so, but at least rescinding one very, very important piece of law, one piece of legislation I wanted to talk about. Back in March of 2020, when the pandemic was first hitting, Navajo Nation Council passed some legislation, CMA 16-20, that essentially closed the roadways of the Navajo Nation to non-resident traffic. This is actually the same thing that the United States of America did, the country of Canada, and other countries as well. They just closed the travel to non-residents, non-citizens, for purposes of stopping the spread of the pandemic onto their people, to the membership. So Navajo Nation did the exact same thing. So this week, the Navajo Nation Council will be entertaining legislation that would now lift that restriction and make it okay for folks who are non-residents of the Navajo Nation to be able to travel back onto Navajo. This means they would also be able to travel to all of our casinos. That being the case, that would clear the way for us to be able to reopen Twin Arrows and hopefully Flowing Water very, very soon. So we'll have some more information for you on that later this week. Please stay tuned. We have our hotline, as always, that we have a number for, and that's flashing at the bottom of your screen. You can call that at any time to get additional information. You can also reach out to your general manager or your human resources department, and they can provide additional information as well. We know that for our team members, our Navajo Gaming family who works in Arizona, that many of you are still on layoff. We've reached out to the state of Arizona's unemployment offices, and we've made arrangements with them so that you don't have to continue to call the state and provide proof that you're out actively searching for other jobs. We've sent them a letter alerting them to the fact that you're on a layoff status and that all we need you to do is call in to your HR department at Twin Arrows 3 times a week, and that'll satisfy your reporting requirements for job searches to the state of Arizona in order to maintain your eligibility requirements and status for receiving unemployment benefits. Again, we know that the federal COVID unemployment benefit has been discontinued as of the beginning of July. So we know that's right around the corner, and that's also creating greater urgency for our enterprise, our board, and Navajo Nation leadership to deal with all these issues right now. So please have courage, have strength, have confidence and hope that we're nearing the end of this and we're going to be able to get everybody back to work and really start down the path to recovery. The last item that I wanted to cover with you was we have not made receiving a vaccination mandatory. Right now, 79% of our team members are vaccinated. And what we want to do is we've set a goal to get to at least 90%. So those of you that have been vaccinated that haven't submitted your proof of your vaccination to the enterprise, please reach out to your Human Resources Department and provide a photo with on your telephone, a text photo, or an email scan of your ID card so that we can record you as being fully vaccinated. That's going to be very, very important for setting our standards for COVID testing going forward until this pandemic is in the rearview mirror and it's well behind us. So if you haven't been vaccinated, we understand. Please know there's a survey coming out via email. We just want to ask some questions and understand what has led you to make that decision, and that we want to be able to make sure that we provide you with information to help you continue to evaluate that decision to see if it's something that you may want to get the vaccination, or if you don't, we understand. But we know that the vaccinations have proven to hold up well against the virus and all these variants, and it protects you, your family, your fellow team members, and all of our patrons, as well as the Navajo people. So we definitely want to provide you with information on where to go to learn more about the vaccinations. The last thing I want to share is that all of us are really struggling with a lot of tough issues because we're getting down to where it's 15 months that the enterprise hasn't fully been open. That's a very, very long period of time. It's put a lot of strain on us. Now we've got these fires that are happening here in the northern part of Arizona and the central area, and that's putting a lot of stress on people and worrying about their homes, and as well as employment and things. So if you're among that group that's under potential threat of these fires and things, please know that we're all in this with you together. Where I live, we're on a yellow status right now, on a set status, and we're very, very concerned about having to potentially, get out away from our home until this threat of this fire is put to rest. But anyway, please just offer thoughts and prayers to your Navajo Nation Gaming Enterprise family. Stay positive about everything that we're working forward on with reopening the properties, and that know that your elected leaders, your board, your management team, all your team members, they're pulling to get this thing done so we can get it behind us. So I very much appreciate your time. Thank you so much for listening to this video, and I look forward to seeing you real soon and also providing more updates for you in the very, very near future. Thank you.